Upgrade your thermostat wiring confidently by first treating the furnace or air handler control board as the authoritative source for every wire's function and termination. When replacing or installing a thermostat, start by shutting power at the breaker and removing the furnace or air handler service panel to expose the control board. Read the terminal labels directly, R, C, W, Y, G, and any auxiliary or heat pump specific posts, and trace each conductor to confirm which terminal it actually lands on rather than trusting wall color codes. Use a digital multimeter to verify that the R terminal has 24-volt alternating current relative to the C terminal and that switching circuits W for heat, Y for cooling, G for fan are low voltage control circuits that close to R when called. If dealing with a heat pump, identify reversing valve and strip heat terminals by locating O or B and the auxiliary heat relay. When wires are bundled or frayed, separate them and tin the ends or install insulated ferrules, so set screws bite reliably. Document each terminal to wire mapping with a labeled photo and a written note before disconnecting anything. For smart thermostats that require continuous power, confirm a stable, common connection on the control board, and if none exists, evaluate adding a common from the transformer or installing a separate 24-volt transformer kit while ensuring total transformer load remains within capacity. If the system has multiple transformers or zone controllers, isolate and identify which transformer feeds the thermostat circuit to prevent backfeeding. Use a continuity and voltage test between suspected common and R when calling for heat or cooling to see expected state changes. Replace any corroded terminal blocks and check for loose spade connectors on relay outputs. These cause intermittent calls that look like thermostat failures but are actually control board reliability issues. Always resecure the service panel. Restore power and perform a full thermostat commissioning. Call for heat and cooling. Verify fan operation and watch for the correct relay clicks and voltage changes at the board as the thermostat changes state. One of the most frequent thermostat wiring mistakes is relying on wire color codes instead of verifying control board terminal designations, which causes incorrect connections and shorted circuits. Fix this by opening the unit, reading the board's silk-screened labels, and tracing each conductor to its terminal with a meter. One of the common issues is missing or unstable common wire connections that prevent smart thermostats from powering up. Resolve this by locating a proper common on the control board, testing transformer output voltage, and if necessary, installing a compatible transformer or common maker kit while checking transformer load limits. One of the typical errors is assuming thermostat symptoms are device faults, when the real problem is loose or corroded control board terminals or failing relays. Correct this by inspecting and tightening terminals, replacing damaged connectors, and confirming relay operation during thermostat calls to isolate whether the thermostat or the control board is at fault. BigHomeProjects.com is a directory that helps homeowners find trusted local contractors for furnace, air handler, and thermostat work, matching specific control board and wiring expertise. For contractors, BigHomeProjects.com generates qualified leads by listing verified services, so technicians with control board experience get matched to projects needing precise thermostat wiring and diagnostics.